What's up, y'all? This is my Sig P226. A big fan of this gun. And this is my other Sig P226, rocking a 20 round magazine like a Baus. I enjoy these guns. What in the world could I possibly say about these pistols that hasn't already been said? The answer is nothing, really. And so this recording will not be a review of these two pistols. You can find much better information out there, I'm sure. Not to rekindle that old hashed out discussion, but this Sig Sauer P226 was really performing nicely to be the service pistol for the U.S. Armed Forces. By some people's accounting, it outperformed the Beretta M9, which ended up being the standard issue service pistol for the Army. But some folks look to the heftier cost of the Sig Sauer pistol as mainly a deciding factor. Federal agencies use this gun. In my home state, this gun is what the state police use. A shooting buddy of mine uses a slightly smaller variant of this gun, the 229, in his line of work. So that kind of brings me to really the gist of what I would like to record some thoughts on, and that is this gun and the size of this gun. It, according to Sig Sauer, it is 7.7 inches long, which we'll call that full size. You know, it's kind of interesting. I'll be perfectly honest with you. The classification of some of these guns. This I'm calling a full-size gun all day long. 7.7 inches. It ain't small. But the Glock 17, the Glock 22, those are two different calibers on the same length frame. That gun is a pinch over 8 inches long, making it longer than this pistol here. The 1911 is about 8.5 inches long, making it well longer than this pistol here. There is a smaller variant of the 1911, the Commander model. Guess how long it is, overall length I'm talking here. That gun is approximately 3/4 shorter than a standard 1911, making the 1911 Commander model, you guessed it, 7.75 inches long overall. Same size as this gun, dude. One of the reasons why I'm recording this, well, it's a little therapeutic. There was a part of me that thought I needed a smaller gun for concealed carry. And so I was looking naturally, being a big fan of this gun here, I was looking at its smaller brother, the Sig P229, which is, according to Sig Sauer, 7.1 inches long. If you remember, I said this gun is 7.7 inches long. That would make the 229 approximately 1/2 inch shorter. And that 1/2 inch has given me a lot to think about. I'm recording this as a message to my future self. Future self. This is This is me from the past, and I'm telling you that half-inch size difference, that half-inch length difference, is nothing to worry about. Do not fret any longer about getting a smaller gun because you think this gun is too long. This gun is not, I repeat to my future self, not too big for carry. This gun is just fine. The 229, in addition to being a tad, and I do mean a tad, check this out. These are some pictures. Doctored up just a little bit by yours truly. That's not professionally done. But right over here on the left, the gun on the left is the 226, this gun here. The gun on the right of the left photo is the 229. Look at that difference. Hardly nothing, man. It's a little shorter in the handle, which my future self you will not like because you love the ergonomics of this. You love this handle. So don't believe the future hype. It's a little shorter. Reports are it's a little fatter. Check out this picture. You want to know what difference half an inch makes? Check it out. You see that? You see? Tiny. The 229 would be approximately, I don't know, it would shave off approximately, well, half an inch. Come on now. Half an inch shorter on this gun. That would be right up here into a little bit of the front sight. Not a big deal at all. Please, future self, I beg you, don't worry about this gun being too big. Will you conceal carry this gun every day? I don't know. Maybe. I don't exactly think that a 1911, which is 3/4 of an inch longer than yours truly right here, I don't really look at a 1911 as the best concealed carry choice. Some folks do. I know a lot of people who've rocked a 1911 day in and day out. A Glock 17, that's a little on the big side. And you know, of course, the Glock slides are real bulky and edgy, you know. That's something to consider. The width factor, not just the length. I would not be comfortable. I would be more comfortable carrying a 1911 than I would be a Glock 17. There, I said it. I'd be more comfortable carrying a 1911 than I would a Glock 17 because the slide width of a 1911 is incredibly narrow and it's rounded. It just kind of drapes. You know what I'm talking about. Is a Glock 17 a concealed carry gun? Maybe if you're Shaq. If you're into that sort of thing, maybe. Not really for me. So what about a Glock 19? Boy, that's the gun that you hear so much about. Everybody says get a Glock 19. Small enough to be concealable and portable, big enough to get the job done. Well, the Glock 19 is, according to Glock, about 7.2 inches in overall length, making it, if you're keeping score at home, a smidge longer than the Sig 229, which would make it, you know, just a little shorter than this puppy right here. I'm going to go ahead and say it to my future self. Listen to me. This is a message to you in the future, this is an ideal sized handgun. This gun right here, what you're looking at, the Sig 226, is approximately a Glock 19 and a half. You know, a lot of people say buy Glock 19, buy Glock 19. I'm with you, man. I'm not hating on any gun. I love them all. Love them all too much, as a matter of fact, to be perfectly honest with you. But that's another session for another time. This gun right here is approximately a Glock 19 and a half. You know, what a lot of people who say buy Glock 19 do, they run Glock 17 round magazines in them. You've seen that. Stock Glock 19 magazine is 15 rounds. But the Glock 9mm magazines are more or less interchangeable. You know, the longer ones fit into the shorter guns, but not vice versa. You know what I'm saying there. So they will take a Glock 17 magazine, which holds the 17 rounds, jam it in the Glock 19, which makes that handle length about this long. About that long. About as long as the Sig 226. What some folks have even done is they'll put a longer barrel in their Glock 19, maybe even a Glock 17 barrel, maybe an aftermarket barrel that has threads or a compensator on it. So what some people do, certainly not every Glock 19 owner rolls this way, but some of them will take a Glock 19, 7.2 inches in overall length. They'll throw a Glock 17 magazine in that puppy. Some of them will get a longer extended barrel, so you got some barrel hanging out the end of your slide there, and they'll run it that way, which is essentially this gun right here. A Glock 19 with a 17 round magazine with possibly an extended barrel, a threaded barrel, something like that. That's essentially this gun right here. I'm recording this message to say, forget about it. Don't worry about the 229. This gun is fine. This gun is just fine. The length is ideal. The ergonomics are exceptional. Future me, you're very, very, very happy with the Sig P226. Dude, you got two of them right here. So, future me, if you want to buy a Sig 229, go right ahead. You know. But future me, do not feel like you have to buy a Sig 229. That is half an inch difference. This one we're calling full size, standard size, I don't know. The 229 we're calling compact, maybe. You know, some dudes call Glock 19 standard size. They call Glock 17 full size. So what in the world size is this gun? I'll tell you, future me, this gun is the right size. It's ideal. That half inch difference right here, look at it, look at it. It doesn't make that much of a difference. Don't worry. Shoot the lights out of this 226. You can carry it anywhere you need to go. This gun is a good one.